Hello and welcome to all of you e-sailing fans around the world. Welcome to Turkey and welcome to the youth of Turkey, the future of sailing. The Optimist sailors of Turkey has made a huge competition and we're ready for the semi-finals and finals today. And of course it's supported by Hansen Yacht you just saw and MarinTürk just here behind me. Two great sponsors supporting the future youth of sailing. But let's hear more about this event. Let's invite in one of our favorite players and also one of the top sailors in the world who's organizing this event from E-Sailing Club, the Turkish e-sailing community. Please welcome Kaan Mansuka, also known as Havuk.
Hi Thomas.
Hey Kaan, all well in Turkey?
Yeah, well, and we are in a limited lockdown right now, but everything's all right. And we are organizing a great event powered by the Sailing Club unions and also in sponsorship with MarinTürk and Hansa Yachts. So a lot of Optimist sailors are going to be racing today, all the young generation, and after 171 people participated, and around 50 sailing clubs participated to this event. And right now we are in the semi-finals of the regatta, and only 38 people or 38 races are here. And today we are going to be doing like 4 races for semi-finals, 3 for the final, and top 10 is going to go to the medal race. Which is going to be amazing, I think, to watch all the youngsters here.
Yeah, let's just go in and watch Sail Ranks a little bit. Sail Ranks is the system powered by the community, so let's go into it. And to those of you that's a little bit curious, here we have the Sail Ranks off today. And as you explained, Havuk, then we have a system today. The semi-finals is 4 races back-to-back in the J70 with 1 discard, isn't it correct?
Yeah, exactly. So 1 discard for the 7 races, and including semi and the final groups.
Yeah, and then after we go into the final stage, 19 skippers will go into the final, 3 races back to back, and from there top 10 will go into the middle race, and it's all going to be a J-boat. And there's one special thing you haven't told us about these skippers, Havuk. How old are they?
They are 15 and below because they're all Optimist players, Optimist racers. So it's the young generation. This is amazing to see a young generation here, and the day they develop and they put a lot of effort in this game. So it's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see such young people doing an event like this. Havuk, we are ready for the race. Let's get ready to rumble. You have a lot to see to, so thank you for joining in. We will be back with race number 1 just after this commercial for MarinTürk. and welcome to race number 1 in Group A. We are here today to see the young Optimist sailors get ready for the start. Here we are with the start. A lot of penalties in the start. It's not like seeing a giant like Havuk playing this race, but this is cool. This is how they're doing. Great races coming up. They are really coming into it. A false start for Sim 14, but it's when we're seeing up here, you can see they have their names, Yangids, and then you can see Yelkin. That's meaning sailing to all of you viewers out there that don't know much about the Turkish language. And so their name is the first thing, and then their sailing club behind. Right now, it looks like Tieran Imsen, he's in second. He's actually in a good position. Yangids, he's coming in here in the lead. And then opposite up here, we have all by himself going to the right hand side. That's quite interesting. Called this yellow boat. Ugon Erkan coming in here, and he's from the sailing club GYK. He's going to the right hand side as the only one. He's going into a harder breeze, and he's getting the wind in his favor. Will he take it? How will he do it? Right now, it looks like he is in the last position, but I know by experience that he will go further up in the fleet and maybe go in and take the lead. Let's see how that will go. A lot of things is happening in this race, how it's developing, and it's developing quite fast. They're doing a very great job here. And see the yellow boat, we're just following him here. He's going opposite here, coming in nice and slow up to the mark we're seeing. This is race number 1. And race number 1 means a lot for these sailors because they're only doing 4 races back to back. We're going to have 2 races in each group, and this is Group A we are following right now. And see Erkan, he's in 10th right now, and I think if he continues doing such a great race as we're seeing him, he might be in the lead. But the wind is shifting in favor for the boats in the opposite side. So Tieran Imsen, he's here. He's currently in the lead. Yalin Kasiyaka, is that D Kasiyaka's brother? Maybe it is. If it is, then he knows. He has a good practice. He has a good coach at home. Kasiyaka from Turkey, the older Kasiyaka, he's a top sailor. But here in second, Usay coming in to the mark, and it looks like he will be in the lead. But there are 2 rules we need to be aware of. Rule number 1, the rounding of the inside turn. That's Tyrion coming there. And rule number 2, if you're coming from starport and entering this mark rounding zone, then you have to ride away. Let's see here. Rounding it first Tyrion, then it's Yusei, and then we have Yalin coming in here, or Kasiyaka. Then we have Tour 1905, Han coming in, Faikan, and then we have Elif, and we have Burak coming in. A penalty to Yakis, and a penalty to Duruk for hitting that mark. A lot of penalties here behind, and some of them are unforced penalties. It's the J boat. When they're rounding the mark, this boat speed up quite fast. It hits maximum speed within 4 seconds. This maximum speed will push them downwind, and when we are seeing it here, we can see how they're coming in. And there we go here. It is Tiran, he's in second. Yalin is taking over. But see that close battle they have here. Let's go a little bit behind. Then we can see from Burak. There's actually a small gap in between the 3 leading boats. Actually, the 2 leading boats. Then the middle fleet. And in the end, we have the boats from behind. But a lot of things can happen. In the J boat, you're losing it downwind and winning it downwind. And right now, see here, it looks like 12.6. 11.9. Oh, there's the same wind pressure in both sides. The mark rounding coming up. It looks like it doesn't matter which side they're rounding this time. There's no favorite side. Tyrionson in the lead. Yunsei is in second. Yalin coming in. Oh, battle here. The red boat is pushed out. Who's that? That is Tour 1905. Pushed out by Han. And then a penalty to Elif here for crossing to the opposite side. One of the other boats came in a starport, or had the priority. Duroc coming in. Elvis, he is here, and right now Denise, he is currently in last position. They're going upwind for the second leg. This is the second leg upwind. Let's see how they will perform. Right now it is the black boat. Tyrion, he's in the lead. Then we have Jarlin in second. Penalty to Yusei for sailing into Jarlin. Came from a starport aboard, and then he didn't manage to tack behind and avoid that penalty. And let's go in and watch that. Watch how it's going to be, because right now it looks like we have a clear winner already. That's a very strong race by the black skipper here at Tyrion. But there's a huge battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth. They are only 6 meters in between. That's the boats we're seeing here. Jarlin, Yusei, then we have Han, and we have Tour 1905. Who will take it? Who will get in second? Then we have a gap to the next skippers here in tin. We have Farin Khan, we have Ukurian Khan, then we have Yakis, and opposite Batu here, a wind shift just came in. See how that ley line moved away. The ley line is the dotted line, showing the best current angle with the best speed coming up towards the mark. And we have a lot of fans out there cheering on different sailors. And right now we can say here in the lead, rounding the top mark for the second time, Tyrion Emsen. He is in the lead. He's going to win this one. But in second, Jarlin Kasiyaka coming in. Han almost getting a penalty. Drops to 4. This is going to be a battle downwind. 1905. Yusei and then Han. They are going to battle for that third position. And while they're battling, hey, they need to keep an eye on Farid Khan, Ukonegea Khan, and then the Tour 18.5. Burak coming in, Sim 14. And there we have a penalty to Batu. Denise still in behind. Downwind action, see the winner up there, the leading boat, and also looks like Jarlin is taking second. This is great stuff in Group A, race number 1 in the semi-final of today. And it is really going well for them. And then you can go in here. Tyrion Emsen, Jarlin Kasiyaka, penalty to Han. Just lost that battle, see dropping down, but it is the J-boat. There's a huge wind shadow. It's a 30 meters big wind shadow. And right now, Yusei, he is caught in that wind shadow. See the speed difference. Tour 1905, 12.4, Han 11.3. And the guy on the attack, Yusei, he only have 9 knots. Battle coming in. Tour 1905 is under pressure. Double wind shadow, giving the carts back to Yusei. Then Han coming in. Will he take over that position? Second place is Jarlin, but who will take third? This is going to be a close battle. Yusei coming in here. It's Han. It's Tour 1905. Who takes it? Yusei. Then Tour Han coming in. Burak coming in, Utukangea, then we have Fai Khan, Elvin, Invis, Tour 18.5, Sim coming in. Then we have a battle also for points. Remember, it's all about points. There will be 1 discard today. So let's see how they're doing here. Durok, Elfia, Batur, Yakis, and Denise coming in there. So a victory to Tyrion in race number 1. Great stuff here. Jarlin in second. Yusei is in third. Tour 1905 in fourth. Han in fifth. Burak 6. Ugur Erkan coming in 7. Faikan coming in 8. Evis, he's coming in 9. Sim in 10th. Tour 18.5 in 11, Duroc in 12, Infield in 13. And let's see some stats. We can see Tour 19.05, great start, 0.6 seconds from the start signal to crossing the starting line. That's almost in the same level as the pro players out there. Then we have best maximum speed was for Elif Forka Yelkan. He is 17.3 knots downwind. Still the shortest distance that was Yaki's. So where did it go good for these players? If we see Tour 19.05, he didn't have the best first upwind, but then he defended his position rest of the way, and he won that battle against Hahn for 4th and 5th. So great stuff, great start. This was race number 1 in Group A. And we're going to see a lot of races today. We're going to see some cool action. And they are in 2 groups and with 19 skippers in each group here in the start phase. And we're going to see 2 races in each group, and we are going over to Group B now. And Group B is organized by Dorgarps, the top player like Havuk, who qualified to the Sail DP Grand Final. So 2 Turks has been qualified that way. But we are ready in Group B, and while we're waiting for that, let's just go in and watch here. And there we can see they are ready here in Group B, and we're just getting ready. I know Dorgarps, he's following us, and in here, this is him. We're seeing him sailing away, but it's the youngsters we need to have in focus. We have a Sharp, we have a Helin, we have a Divin, we have a Berg Yalin, then we have Denise also, we have a Furkan, a Demir, and Saab, and then we have Sensor. So a lot of cool youngsters coming in here, and we have to take our hats off. We need to give them a big applause here, because all of those are under 15 years old. And that is the future sailors we're seeing here, also playing on the future device Digital Sailing. And we had the Spanish Championship last week, and there we spoke with the winner. He was the youth national coach, the winner of the Spanish Championship, the first ever Spanish champion. And he said playing this game is giving the youth players so much strategic and so much tactical knowledge about how to race a regatta. We're getting ready. Let's go into the race, because we are ready with race number 2. Race number 2 coming up. And it's race number 2 in Group B, and they only have 4 races back to back. And this is the Turkish Optimist sailors, and as Havuk said, 171 sailors from the start, coming from 50 clubs all around Turkey. So for the first time ever, we are seeing a whole nation of youth sailors competing together. That's great stuff. I love to hear those stories. I would love to be part of it, because this is the future, both of sailing and e-sailing. The race officers are getting ready to start, and I know they're just waiting for the last players to come in, and they're taking their good time, because it's all about being also a little bit polite for these youngsters, because they're sitting all around Turkey. There are different types of internet also connection, but they're using a tool like Discord to communicate with them. And the race is coming up, and while we're waiting for that, this is the J-boat. The J-boat is one of the top boats in the game. It's actually also one of the slower boats, and when we're watching it, it looks exactly like the J17. It's also riding J17 in the top of the sail, because it is a J17. And when it's racing upwind, it has what we call a best VMG of 6 knots. This best VMG is quite slow upwind, because other boats like the 49er has 11.5 upwind. Then we have here we have a wind shadow of 30 meters, and downwind we can see speed difference from 8 knots to 15.8. So all about wind pressure and also where you are in the wind will decide where we go. Race number 2 is getting ready to start, and we're just waiting for the race officer to start that race, and when he's ready he can just go for it. And when he's ready for it, we are also ready for it, and we have direct contact to them, so that's very, very great, because this is very cool what we're doing today. There we have the races on. This is Group P, race 2 of today. And let's see here. This is Divin, this is Aina coming in here. And then we have Typhoon Turk, then we have Ugur, we have Miran, we have Ingin, we have Ephraim. Oh, we want to see him and not the committee boat. And let's see if we can get away from that committee boat. Sharp, Demir, Furkan, Denise, Berg, Yarlin. Then we have Helin, we have Sharp, we have Tour. Oh, he's a spectator mode, so some of the coaches are in and watching them racing. Who will win this race number 2? Who will do into it? And remember, it's all about being in top 20 in the total score on sail ranks, and not just be in the top 20 or top 10 in your group, because it's all about doing your score. 7 seconds to start. A penalty now can be crucial. 4 seconds. It looks like some of the skippers are going to have a slow start. False start for Sharp. See, he needs to go back. Also getting a penalty. Penalty to the other Sharp over there. Furkan, Divine, slow start for them. But let's go to the chopper and see how this race unfolds. Healing in 14. Saab, he's here in the lead right now. He just managed to sneak in and take that lead, but he's not in the best position. Then we're seeing the others up. The one with the penalty, he is here in the green one. Crossing in, penalizing Elena, who got that penalty because he came from a starport. Good pressure, good esport we are watching here. We love to see things like this. Devin, he's in 12. Then we have Demir in 6. We have Ugur Kasiyaka, also a Kasiyaka name. Maybe that's a huge family, a sailing traditional family here in 2nd. Or it means something that I actually don't know yet, but I will learn later. Then we have Denise, he's coming in here. We have another Saab coming in here. And it's a good pressure they're doing here. This group here really pressuring each other all the way to the boundary and also playing fair. But what a tack we just saw there. Tacking in front of the yellow boat, Ugur Kasiyaka. And then we have Saab coming in here. He's in 2nd. And what do we have here? Elena, who got that penalty in the battle, was coming in from starport. See, Devin needs to cross away, tack away for not getting that penalty. Huge battles we're seeing here, but we are at the leader right now, Demir. But will he be in the lead when they're rounding the top mark for the first time? This is the first leg up win. It is the Optimist Championship of Turkey. They are battling for it, 171 skippers from the start, and they're getting ready for that battle, that honor, that victory. And right now, this is the semi-final. 4 races back-to-back with 1 discard. Top 19 will go into the final, where they will do 3 races back-to-back and a middle race. So 8 races coming up for the top 19 skippers today, and 4 races for rest of the fleet. And right now, Demir coming first. What a cool up-win race he has been doing here. Coming in first, rounding that mark, getting close to it, actually closing that gap. And then a battles up. Utse coming in here. Ugur coming, Kasiyaka. He is coming in, crossing in. Ingin, huge turn, making room for other boats. The wind coming in, penalizing Sensor. And that was because he came from a starport. And then we have massive penalties. boats just sailing into each other. There was no room there. This gate is closed, but instead of avoiding that penalty, they clashed into each other's, and 6 boats got a penalty in 1 mark rounding. Downwind action, spinning her up. Then Devin, he is in 5th. Engin, he is in 4th. Ugur, he is in 2nd. Saab, he is in 3rd. And Demir, what a lead. 64 meters. And here we have an interesting case. See, 2 boats. And 2 boats we can see here. Saab coming in here. 9.4 knots. Opposite side 9.7. So right now there's no wind, and of course there's no wind pressure coming in here. And we can see Saab coming in here. Demir, Ugur, Divine, Tears. It is close. A wind shift coming in again, giving some more wind to some of the skippers, but it's a very slow wind. They are 5 knots slower than the race we just saw. Rounding the gate mark, it's Demir coming first. What a race by him. It looks like he's doing like the pro racers. Great job. Oh, a little bit slow turn, giving room for Gur to come back. Then we have Devin coming in 3rd. Saab coming in 4th. Engir in 5th. Typhon coming in 6th there. And the other Saab coming in 7th. And then we have a huge gap to the next group coming in. The next group is coming in. Penalties to Sensar. Denise coming in. Helene coming in. A penalty to Elena. That's the 3rd penalty of this race for the last boat in position 15. Upwind for the 2nd leg. Right now it looks like Demir placing himself in the middle. A good race upwind, but he's sailing into lighter wind. He's watching those windsocks in the top left corner. Yeah, the wind is coming from the left-hand side, but he's sailing into a lighter wind pressure. That's the light area of the radar. You need to be in the dark wind. And that might also be a hard one for Agur Kasiaka, because when he is here and crossing towards that top mark up there, for the 2nd time. See those windsocks. The wind is going to be straight into him. He might not, it's not in his favor. He's in lighter wind, so he needs to do something. I know the server says he's in the lead, but he will lose his position. Maybe drop to 5th or 6th. Let's see how that is. Helin in 8, and there we have Demir. He is our leader, but he's very close, followed by Devin, who has been doing a great upwind. Taufan, then Saab, and the other Saab coming in here. Let's call this Utzen. He's there. Then we have Imrim. He's in 11. Way behind. Still have some meters up to that top mark. We're getting ready for round the top mark in race number 2. It's Group B. Rounding the top mark for the 2nd time. 4 races back to back coming in. And don't worry, they are really going to battling it out. So it's all about perform. It's all about coming in to the top. And this is race number 2 in Group B. Demir still in the lead, but lost a lot of meters to Devin. And Devin, he actually has a chance to use his wind shadow to catch up. Then a battle coming in. Ugur Kasiaka. Taufan is here inside. Penalty, Kasiaka. And another battle, Utse against Saab. And we can see the green boat just going behind Engin in 7. Helene in 8. Denise coming in here. And Imrim coming in here. Great stuff we're seeing here. These youngsters, these Optimist sailors know something about tactics. This is great. This is entertaining. This is e-sailing in top level. And Ugur Kasiaka, he's sneaking away. Let's see the speed difference. He's sailing into lighter wind. Here we have an example how he can win and lose the race. 13.6. Opposite side, 15.4. So Kasiaka, Ugur Kasiaka, sailing into lighter wind, and there he got the feeling crossing to the opposite side, but it's too late. See, 2 knots in difference. That might cost him 2, maybe 3 positions downwind. And also our winner is under pressure. losing momentum. This is going to be a photo finish. See, the Muir is slow. The Wind is getting that speed into the wind. The Wind winning it downwind, taking the victory from the Muir. The Muir in second. What a race. What a tactical genius. Reading that wind intelligence. There we have here Tafan in third. But see that battle for fourth. Will it be? It's then it's Engin coming in. Ugur Kashiaka lost a lot of meters there. Dropping down. Denise coming in. Furkan, Elena, Imrin, and Miran coming in 13 here. And then we have a gap to some of the last skippers here. Berg, Jarlin, Samson is coming in position 50. And we're just taking the stats. And then we're ready to jump straight over to race number 3 in the other group. The Wind with a victory, the Muir in second, Tafun in third, Saab Özil in fourth, Engin in fifth. And when we're watching it here, then we can see where was it won and lost. And I have to say, the Wind, what a great race. Having a very, very bad start, starting in position 12, ending up winning. That is meant for giants. Great, great stuff, great race by the Wind. Let's hope we're seeing him in the final. And while we're saying that, let's get ready to race number 3 in Group A. It's already started, so we jump straight into it. These race officers are really pushing it to the level. They are doing a great, great job, and we are ready in the other group with race number 3. And it's going to start now. They're counting down 1 minute to the start. So we just managed to come in here. It's race number 3. And remember, it's 4 races back to back. So after this race, we will go back to Group B and see their race number 4. And this race number 4 is going to be where we are going to decide who will go into the final. And that will be only 19 skippers out of 38. There were 171 skippers from the start. And here we can see 30 seconds to start. Most of the boats clustering up at the community boat. Nobody's going to the pin end. They are sailing into each other's. It is penalties, penalties, and penalties going after each other here. But it is Group A. This is the last race we are going to cover in Group A. And it's all about performing. 2 races left for them. One boat sneaks into the pin end. It is Envis. No, it's not him. We have him here in the middle. Is this Demis? No. The winner of the first race, Tira Nemsen, going in there. Then we have opposite side here. Faikan, he's currently in the lead. Let's follow him, going to the right-hand side. And then one of you will ask me, hey, eSailing TV, hey, Thomas, which side is the best to go to right now? If we are reading the wind intelligence, then there's a hard breeze both in the right-hand side and the left-hand side. The wind is coming from the left-hand side, but there's a huge chance that we will have a wind shift going the opposite way. So a player like Farid Khan, see now he's going towards the middle. He's in a good position, followed by Kusai, then Burak also. These 3 skippers doing a great job. Where we can see the leader of the first race, the winner of the first race. Let's go a little bit closer to the pirate. Oh, we just dropped away from him. There we have him. Tira Nemsen right now. He's under pressure. He's way behind. And all the other boats like Sem 14, Burak, all of them has a chance to come from starport, push in front of him and penalize him. But this is some of the things these youngsters need to do in tactics, they need to do in their strategy when they're reading the wind intelligence. And like real sailing, when you're watching the water, we can see a good example here. It's very dark, far out there in the top of the picture. It's because it's very windy and it's very light where they are right now because there's a lighter wind. But that doesn't mean that they're not sailing 6.0 upwind with best VMG, because best VMG velocity made good is the best possible speed in the best possible angle towards that mark. And that's 6.0 in the game. So they're all sailing with that race help, best VMG. Sem 14 in one good position. The white boat we are marking here. It looks like he's going to take the lead. Jarlin Kasiaka in 17. Ugur Akan in 15. Han, who has a lot of fans out there, he's currently in 12, but I'm pretty sure he will be around 4, maybe 5th in that mark rounding, but he needs to take care of Ehe. But right now it looks like he will come from a starport. He will come from the outside of the mark rounding zone, where Ehe will entering the mark rounding zone. And there are 2 rules. Remember, when you're entering the mark rounding zone, if you're coming from starport like Sem is doing here, then that rule stands. But if you're entering the mark rounding zone like Jarlin is coming down here, then it's the rule of the inside turn. Penalty to Han, unforced penalty for sailing into Ehe, and a penalty to Jarlin for hitting the mark. Kunse getting a penalty for sailing into another boat. And Unse also doing that. Oh, so unlucky, going upwind, losing momentum. He needs to turn that boat, so he's getting some wind into the sails. Losing and dropping down to second last in one mark rounding. What a shame, what a shame. But let's see what's going on here. A penalty to Fire Khan for hitting the mark. But it's very open race right now. We can see Sem, he's in the lead. Iran Emsen, we saw him winning the first race. We saw he's in second position. Evis, he is in 4th, and the fleet is splitting up. Let's see. Right now it looks like the boats here on the right hand side is capturing much more wind than the boats here on the left hand side. See, Elif, he's only 11.8, Burak 12.6. So being on the right hand side, like Jarlin Kasiaka, is being in the side with the wind, and they're getting a lot of speed down there. Sem, he is in the lead, rounding that gate mark first, going to the left hand side, followed by Iran. Then we have Burak and a split here. Evis going to the opposite side. Interesting call. Han coming in 5th. Then we have Durak. Durak is following Han. Jarlin Kasiaka winning 4 positions, as I said, in that downwind race. Ugur Khan coming in. Oh, Elin, almost hitting that mark. Managed to slide around it and not get a penalty for hitting the mark. Denise Demure, 2:19.05. All of them coming in. Great stuff we are seeing here. Then we have the battles. The second leg upwind. This is the battle for being in a good position for downwind race. And right now, it looks like we're going to have a battle for the victory between Sem 14 and Tiran. Then we need to keep an eye on Evis. Was that a good call going over there? While we are seeing that, then we see Durak with a penalty, because Jarlin Kasiaka sailed into him from a starport. Interesting, a battle. It looks like 3rd position he's secured. He's caught in between the 2 fleets, but 4th, 5th, 6th are going to battle for those positions. And remember, all points count. It's all about getting into the final, and the points you're getting here in this semi-final will be transferred into the final, and that will be costly if you're getting too much in there. See the battle up here. Let's see the leaders. Sem 14 battling Tiran, and it looks like Sem he is controlling Tiran very good, but he's not pushing him too far away from him. Sadly for that, he needs 18 meters as minimum, rounding that mark, actually 24 meters to be sure to be outside of the wind shadow when they're going downwind. The J-boat, the J17, has this special ability when it's rounding the second top mark, going downwind with the spinnaker up. It hits maximum speed within 3 seconds, and that could be Sem's favor here. We see Sem coming in first, Tira in second, Burak in 4. Let's see, he's on the inside, pressuring. Ehe just managed not to get the penalty this time in this position. Last time he got it there, but that is going to be a mano-mano downwind. Burak against Ehe. Then we have Han, he's in 5th. He needs to take care of Kashiaka not penalizing him. Penalty to Duroc coming in here. We have Ilvin, Ugun Akan coming in. Faikan, Unsei, Yakis. But let's see how it's going here. Battle unfolding here. And Denise, he's giving up. He's losing connection there. Let's follow the battles of the battles. We have a battle here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. No, that's actually 2nd place. The winner will be Sem. Great race by him. But see here, a battle coming in. Let's following it downwind here. Burak getting ready to throw dirty on Ie. Ie jibes away straight away. Burak following him. Oh, that was the chance for Ie to attack Thieram. Burak going away from it. So nice defend by Ie. Win for Sem. 2nd place to Thieram. Ie getting 3rd. Burak getting 4th. But let's see the next battle coming in. Han. Will he keep that 5th position? He's getting in 5th. Yarlin Kashiaka in 6th. Watching the others coming down here. Then we have Duronk, Elin, Batu, Faikan, Uguakan. Then we have Yunsei. They're all coming in on one line. Great stuff. Great races by these Optimist sailors. And then we have the battles for point. Tour crossing in, penalizing. Tour 185. And that's giving a Kusei 14th position and Tour 1905. What a finish, and so unlucky for the last boat crossing that finish line. Sem with a victory, Thieram in 2nd, Evis in 3rd, Burak in 4th, Han in 5th, Yarlin Kashiaka in 6th, Elif he's in 7th, Ugur Akan in 8th, Durak in 9th, Batu in 10th, Faikan in 11th, Yusei, he's in 12th, Yakis, he's in 13th, Tour 1905, 14, Denise Demir in 15, Kusei, he's in 16, Tour 185, 17, and then we have 2 racers didn't manage to come to the start. Good start for Sem, good average speed for Sem, but he didn't sail the shortest distance. That was Thieram. But Thieram, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't pressure Sem. So great race by the leader.
Hansa. Breaking rules, setting trends in quality, comfort, and sailing pleasure. The Hansa 418. Optimized performance delivers even more sailing pleasure. Hydrodynamically optimized and with a waterline of 11.4 meters, the Judel Frolic construction makes its way elegantly through the water. The high-quality Elvstrom sails, with a sail area of 87 square meters, leverage even little wind to guarantee perfect propulsion. The Hansa self-tacking jib makes maneuvering effortless and ensures one-handed ease of use. For extra sailing pleasure, the 120 square meter Jenica brings out the best of the yacht's speed potential. All of the sheets and halyards have been moved astern, are safely stored and always accessible to the helmsman. Should more space be needed at the control station, the helmsman seats can be easily folded. The elegant interior provides even more comfort. Large glass windows and hatches, as well as skylights at the companionway, guarantee excellent ventilation and maximum daylight below deck. In the evening, the dimmable lighting system creates the perfect atmospheric ambience. The room concept guarantees spaciousness in all dimensions. It is complemented by a clean, modern style as well as trendy woods and coloured finishes, lending the Hansa 418 a comfortable atmosphere normally only known from home. The extra spacious master cabin at the bow features a large modern designer bathroom and a host of storage spaces. The cabins at the aft lure guests and provide an exceptional freedom of movement. An ingenious refrigerator developed specially by Hansa can be opened from above while sailing or comfortably from the front when in the harbour. The Hansa 418 ensures at-sea experiences on a grand scale. The spacious bathing platform, which is equipped with high-quality teak, like the deck, enables comfortable access to the water via the deep bathing ladder. Thanks to its streamlined build and large, puristic cockpit, the yacht is an impressive design statement. The elegant combination of comfort and pleasure. The Hansa 418.
And what an exciting race we are seeing today. I'm actually really impressed. I know all the skippers are under 15 years old, and I just have to say to all the star players out there, watch out, some of them are really, really good. And while we are saying some of them are really, really good, we're going into race number 4 in Group B in a few seconds. Then let's just go in and see the scoreboard of today, how it's going. They're using sail ranks as the scoreboard. Sail ranks, that is the program for e-sailing made by the community, for the community, and let's see how it goes in there. And coming into sail ranks here, we can see that this T-Era Emsen, he has got 2 wins, and then he got a 2nd place in race 3 with just 4. So he might be one of the players we will see in the final. But you can also see here that all the groups are mixed together, and you can see there an upgrade coming in for one of the groups. So it's how you're performing overall, not only in your group, but overall ranking. And top 19, that's right now about 2 Lapsika. Jelka, he is currently in 19th position, will go into the final doing 3 races back to back. But remember one thing, there will be a discard. There will be a discard after race number 4, so the whole score will change, and that means if a player like Sem, we just saw him winning, he got a 10th position in race number 1, that 10th position will be moved away from the points, and then maybe he will be in the lead, because if he's winning the next race, then he's having only 4 points. So great stuff we are watching there. And we are getting ready for race number 4 in Group B. And to all of you fans out there, please like and share what they're doing, the sailors here. Tag them in on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. Invite them in so they can see themselves also after the race. They can learn a lot to investigate their races. We are ready with race number 4 in Group B. And this is race number 4 in Group B, and it's Dog Boss in control there. So let's see how he's doing. And they're really doing a great job, Havuk and Dog Boss, organizing this semi-final, because it's just going a strong timing here. Really great timing. Also, remember to say thank you to the sponsors, MarinTürk and also Hansa Yacht AG. They are sponsoring this show, but also sponsoring some of the cool prizes we're seeing. But at the same time, impressive to see 50 sailing clubs doing this event together. This is the last race. It's a very important race, and there we saw eSailing TV joining the race. And we are not allowed to be in there because then we are taking points away from the youngsters. So we are just getting ready for the next race here, coming back in here. And after this race, we will see the discard, we will see the final score, who will go into the final. There will be a small break when we're coming in there, but don't worry, we have something we can do there. There we go, race number 4 coming up, 30 seconds from the start. We have one boat here behind, that is Berg-Jarlin. He's coming from behind, trying to capture some speed. He needs to speed up the boat right now. Penalty to Elena. hitting the committee boat up there. Some of the boats battling for getting position at the pin end. It's quite hard to tell which side to go to. 5 seconds, 4 penalties. That's 4 slow penalties. And there we go. And it's a very slow start for Birliği coming here from behind. And 4 penalties in the start, pushing the skippers a little bit behind. But a good start for Denise Yelkan. That's a very great start. Then we have here Saab coming in. We have Sim, oh, that's a new name. Simpapaya Kasiaka. So a long name put together. Ivrim, he's intent. But let's watch what's happening up here. In the opposite side, we can see 4 boats going to the right-hand side. And they're doing a great job. This is Kasiaka. This is Elena. And this is Ugur Kasiaka. Not the Kasiaka top sailor we know from the Turkish sailing community. All of these Optimist sailors are under 15 years old, doing a very fine regatta. We can see Elena crossing in, Furkan crossing in. It looks like we're going to have a wind shift, so Indian going to the right hand side here. That might be a mistake. If he's unlucky, the wind is shifting against him, and it looks like he's sailing a longer distance. You can see the boats are sailing the same speed, 6.0, but it's all about sailing the shortest distance, and that's not the speed. It's not best VMG. Oh, Birliği with the leader, and the leader is pushed down in second. It's not best VMG deciding who's sailing the shortest distance. No, it is the boat reading wind intelligence the right way, who is sailing the shortest distance. And right now we see a battle here. Saab coming in here. He needs to bear away and go behind. No, he's going all the way to the left hand side and then comes up just outside of the wind shadow. But see up here, what a good race here. Kasiaka, Ugur Kasiaka, Elena, they might take the lead. The only one they need to keep an eye on is this Ingin. Did he do a great job? Did he did something genius, going all the way to the right hand side and then tag into the top mark? Let's see. The speed is coming up. Is he too long away or is he winning it? It looks like right now it's Ugur Kasiaka. It's Alina coming in here in second. But let's see how they're rounding it. And here we can see the picture much better from the top side. It's the yellow and it's the blue boat best. It is Ugur Kasiaka. It is Elena coming in second. And then we have Engir in third. Furkan in fourth. But see here, massive penalties will come up. A nice turn by Saab, just finding space. Oh, he got that penalty by Semper. He just hit him and penalized. And then 3 penalties from the boats coming from behind. And right now it's Imrim in last position. Berg, he is not in last after that very slow start. So great upwind by him. Rounding the mark, going downwind, a penalty to Devin. Devin, he has so many fans in the chat, but he just got a new penalty, and that pushed him to position 14. All points counts, and remember there will be 1 discard after this race, and then we'll see who top 19 will be and how they will go into the final. Simsa in 13, tough fun. We have seen him in some of the top battles. He's currently in 13, and see the leader up here, Ugur Kasiaka, getting ready to round that mark. He's so much in the lead, almost 400 meters in front of the last position. What a great race. That is a worthy winner we have there. Alina coming in third, under pressure by Engin. Engin coming back in the race, falling there, going to the far side mark, and then going to the right hand side upwind. Furkan penalizing Sem. Sem, he sailed in front of him and got that penalty, forced by himself actually. Oi, and a penalty here to Imrim for hitting the mark. Did he round the mark? Oh, losing momentum also. That's costly. Demir with another penalty. Opposite side, Taufan also with a penalty. And that's splitting the fleet up in 3 groups. The winner the leader right now, Kasiyaka, second and third. Alina and Engin, they are going to battle for that second and third place. And then we have a jump down to 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. They are so close to each other that a penalty there can be very, very costly. It's race number 4, and they're doing 4 races back to back. Miran coming in here, Sensor, Devin, he's coming back in 9th. Great race by him, the black boat here, and he's in a good position when these 3 boats here wants to tack up towards the top mark. He's coming with speed from starboard and actually can pressure them to a penalty. Opposite side, let's see here, Furkan, he is in 5th right now. Engin, he's in 3rd. Engin and Elena, they have chosen 2 different strategies. You can see Elena is sailing 6.2, and this means that this skipper is not using best VFG. Now he is, because it's 6.0. No, what happens there? Ugur Kasiyaka lost connection. No. The leader is losing connection. Yeah, he's losing internet. See what happens. The boat is sailing the opposite way. And this is sometimes what happens when we're playing games like that. And it looks like we are losing the leading boat in a few sec. Goodbye, Ugur Kasiyaka. Such a good race. Losing everything because of bad signal. So unlucky. That's giving a new leader, Elena, a new 2nd place. Engin and Sem coming in. They are going to battle for 2nd and 3rd. Saab penalty. Furkan in 4th. Sensor, Marin. Devin is now coming up. Penalty to Devin. Oh, interesting penalty made by Denise. And the reason why he got that penalty was because he moved his boat and didn't have the steady course, because then he cancelled the rule of starport entry into the mark rounding zone. Downwind race, downwind action. We have a new leader, a new winner. Elena is coming in there, and we can see that's a lost connection. So sad. He was a winner. Then Engin in 2nd, Sem in 3rd, and they're going to battling. And while they're battling, we're going to see a battle here. Furkan, no, Saab is not following him, and we have a split fleet. See, we have 4 boats going this side here. 12.2, 12.0, 12.2, 11.7. They are finding much more wind. This might change everything. They are in the middle with wind, and see what a battle. See how close they're sailing to each other. And a penalty coming up, and it's the boat from behind. Berg-Jarlin for sailing into the mirror. That was, if he had went a little bit to the left-hand side instead of sailing straight into the boat, he might penalize the other. So, a win to Elena, a 2nd place to Sem Pipai, Kasiyaka, Engin in 3rd. Furkan is battling for that 4th, is getting it. Sharp getting a 5th. And Miran getting 6th. Denise 7th. Sensor coming in. Divine, he's keeping his... Devin is... he's losing it, getting 10th. And a small battle here for the last positions. Great stuff. Great race number 4. Elena with a victory. Sem in 2nd. Engin in 3rd. Furkan in 4th. Saab in 5th. Miran 6th. Denise 7th. Sensor 8th. Devin in 9th. Demir 10th. Taufan 11, Berg-Jarlin in 12, Helin 13, Emrim in 14, Ugur Kasiyaka lost connection. He was in the lead all the way, doing such a great job. And then we can see at the top mark, getting ready to round it, disconnecting. So sad, losing everything because of that. So that is great stuff. And we're just getting a notification that we actually, this was actually race number 3 in Group B, because it looks like, no, this was race 4 in Group B. So that's how it is. And now it's interesting. Now it's interesting to see how it's going in the scoreboard. We're waiting for the race officers to upgrade the scoreboard for the last group here in race 4, and while we're doing that, let's remember to say thank you to one of the sponsors. and welcome back in here. Some great sponsors, some great places, some great boats we are watching. But what we have been watching right now is some really great stuff. This was the semi-final, 4 races back to back with 1 discard. And let's go in and see in bigs how it all went. And when we're watching it here, we can see T. Iran Emsen. He's in the lead with 4 points. Remember, the points will go in to the final. Sim 14 with 5 points. Got a discard of those 10. So I just saw how I said he was winning the last race, and he did that. So removed 10 points. Then we have an unlucky one like Ugur Kasiyaka. See here, DNF, he lost connection, he was in the lead. And if he has kept that lead and not lost his connection, then he had got his second victory, removing 8 points, and that will have put him into 3rd position. But instead, he is in position 11. Top 19 goes into the final, and the last player just surviving is Hilin Alsin Teas. He's coming in with 25 points, and the reason why he's winning is because he had 1-4 and the other one had 1-4, but he had 1-8 and the other one had a 9th position. So top 19 is in the final. They're doing 3 races back to back, and with these 3 races they will go in and find out who will be in top 10 to do the middle race. 3 races back to back coming up in 1 final. And we're just contacting the race officers that we are ready to some action. We are ready to the final. And they are joining in right now, contacting the players to get ready to come in. 19 skippers in 1 final. It's the Optimist. It's under 15 years old. And they're battling for the honor. And the most impressive part of what we're seeing here today is that it's 50 clubs collaborating of doing this fantastic event. A whole union of clubs going together and doing an e-sailing event for the youngsters, for the future sailors, on their behalf, on their platforms where they belong, on mobile phone, tablets, PCs, laptops. We love it. We love it, and they're getting into the race. And while we are seeing that, let's see how they're coming into the race and get ready for race number 1 in the final. 3 races back to back to all new viewers, and then a middle race with top 10. And there we have it. They're coming in. It's still the J-boat. It's going to be 3 races in the J-boat. And we can see here, this is Doc Bars, the organizer. We don't want to see him. Let's see if we can find the overall leader. He's here. The overall leader, the white boat, right now pressuring the yellow boat. He's in the lead with 4 points. And if he continues doing what he has been doing all day here in the semi-final, winning and getting 2nd, then he have a consistency, a game plan, really succeeding. But this time, remember, it's top 19 coming together, the best players from each group getting in. And we just saw one player being a little bit unlucky in the last race. That is Ugur Kasiyaka. He had 2 wins if he didn't have a disconnection. And this disconnection was so costly for him that instead of getting removed 8 points, then he got removed and DNF from the first 4 races. But if he had got removed 8 points, then he will be in overall 3rd position with 8 points. So that's how it is. We are getting ready for the race. And the race officers are communicating with us very much here, saying we are ready. And to all of you in the chat, who is winning today? It's now you need to cheer on which sailing club, which sailor, which Optimist sailor is going to be the overall leader. 3 races, 19 skippers, going to be cut down to 10 skippers and 1 middle race, counting double. And let's get ready to rumble. There we go. This is race number 1 in the final. Right now, we're waiting for the last players to come in, and when they are in, we will start the race and get it started. So let's see. Let's give a hand for them. Let's see how it's going. And while we're seeing that, let's try to see the score one last time. This is the scoreboard. And remember one thing in here. We have a leader, T. Iran Emsen with 4 points. Sim14 with 5 points. Then we have a gap to Burak Engin with 11 points. Mir Nudstik with 14 points, Demir 14 points, Eye 14 points, Sensor 14 points, Jarlin Kasiaka 14 points. So a huge group with 14, 15 and 60 points going up to battle for that top three there. 20 seconds to start. We're just getting the confirmation. Let's get close to one of the boats here. Let's see how it is. 19 skippers are ready. This is Saab, this is Ugur Nerkan, this is Ugur Kasiyaka, this is Tiram Emsen, this is Jarlin Kasiyaka, Devin, Sim14, Elena, the winner of the last race we just saw. This is Sensa, this is Yusei, this is Denise, this is Barak, Helin, Engin, Han is with us. Oh, where's Han? There he is. Han with the blue boat. Tour 1905. All of them are ready. 13 seconds. It's now or never. They have 3 races to win it. 3 races to show they are the best sailor, the best Optimist e-sailor in Turkey. 171 skippers from the start, and they are right now ready for that battle, that honor to be the victor. 10 seconds. It's now they need to do their tactics. Some of the boats with a penalty. Yunsei with a penalty that will be very costly, giving them slowdown. 4 penalties in the start, a false start. Who was that? Oh, the leader with a false start and a penalty, dropping to last position. That will be so costly for him. Will he be able to come back in the race? Currently the server says he's in 12th, but I don't believe that. He is in last position. Getting ready here. We have a split. Ugur Kasiyaka, who actually was going to win the last race, but lost connection, going to the right-hand side, almost all by himself. To the left-hand side, we have Miran coming in. Then we have Demir, we have Saab, and in the middle, Sim, the second place overall leader. Interesting. These are the top sailors qualifying in here. They have warmed up with 4 races. They are all warm. They are all focused. They only need to focus for 3 races. They're battling for the honor to be the champion of this Optimist championship under 15 years old. So who will be the best youth player of Turkey? There we have it. Demir in 3rd. Miran still in the lead, and interesting, see how long there's up to that top mark. Right now the wind is shifting in favor for Miran, but it looks like a harder breeze is coming up here, where we have Ugur Kasiyaka. He's coming to 6th, dropping 1 position to 7. Is he in a good position to take the lead? And right now it looks like he's going to do a double tag anyhow to come up to that top mark, because the wind is shifting once again. Tricky winds, tricky game, and right now, no matter which side you're in, you're getting the wind a little bit against you. In this side, you can see the wind is divided into 3 zones. A left-hand zone where the wind is coming from the right-hand side, a middle zone where the wind is coming from the right-hand side, and a right zone where the wind is coming from the left-hand side. But it looks like Ugur Kasiyaka is taking the lead. Engin is following him. Devin in 3rd. Elena, the winner of the last race, because this leader lost connection, might come in 5th. Let's see how this will unfold. They're closing up. They're getting closer and closer to the top mark. Top 6 are within 20 meters. This means they might arrive at the same time. One player is in trouble. Penalty to Elena made by Engin. That's giving Ugur Kasiyaka good space, but giving a lot of room. No, one boat losing connection. That was Engin who handled out that penalty. So there we go here. Devin coming in second inlet, coming in Yarlin. Then we have Miran, Damir, Burak, Han, Sem in ninth. Penalty to Sensor Tour. Where is the overall leader? He's in last position with another penalty. So starting with 17 points, that could be a very hard one to get. Let's get ready. They're getting downwind. They're getting to the right-hand side. And now we have a split. That's interesting. 11.7, 8.0. That's very, very, very hard what's happening here. So there we go. Demir in fifth. Yenla, Ugur Kasiyaka, Devin Tiros. All of them going downwind. And let's just see here. It's Erkan. He's coming in. He's in 13. See that all those small battles. The fleet has split out, and it's quite interesting because the boats going here to the left-hand side are going into stronger wind. 11.8. See 9.9 in the opposite side, but they are so long in the front. These two leaders that they can battling by themselves. But the wind is going in. Kashiagon is. Oh, that's a sneaky sport trick. He went for that penalty, well timed, and he's coming around, but he needs to take care because when they're rounding this mark, Ugur Kasiyaka took down the spinning guard too early, losing that connection, losing that speed, and that was a trick by Devin, winning 22 meters. And this is the difference from the esport, the youngsters, and the sailors, because the sailors has been doing a little bit more fair play there, and instead of taking him before the mark, then going into the battle at the mark. Han with a penalty for hitting the mark, Unse with a penalty for hitting Saab, also Denise with a penalty for hitting another boat, and now they're going upwind for the second leg. This is going to be one of those races where we're going to have a battle for second and third, and right now, let's just watch it from here. See, the leader, because of that penalty, is Devin. But see, Yarlin Kasiyaka and the other Kasiyaka, Ugur Kasiyaka, both of them side by side in meters, and then Elena coming in. So, two Kasiyaka, are they family? No, penalty made by Elena coming in from starport, slowing down Yarlin Kasiyaka, putting him out of that battle for second. That's giving Ugur Kasiyaka second place. Devin Tiers, he is going to win this race, but who will get that third? It's all open. Third, fourth, and fifth are going to battling it downwind, and they will battling in a few seconds. Iran Emsen, the overall leader in position 14, battling himself 3 positions up, and he needs all the points. As I remember, there's no discard in the next 3 races. It's all points counts, and that will be costly. Miran in 4th, Devin in the lead, Ugur Kasiyaka in 2nd. We have a small battle here. The green boat, that's Demir, battling Sem, and Sem is 2nd place overall. See how close they are. See when we're getting into them. Just if Demir just go a little bit to the right hand side, Sem will sail into him and maybe get a penalty. But it's again the rule of starport, and right now Sem is controlling the green boat, so he's taking over the control of Demir. But those battling they're doing there, both of them need to do a double tag. Ugur Kasiyaka in 2nd, followed by Miran coming in 3rd. Great job. Elena coming in. Yarlin Kasiyaka dropped down to 5th because of that penalty. Demir, he's hitting the mark. Penalty going upwind. Penalty to Sem for hitting the mark also. That's giving Burak that 6th position, losing important points in there. And see there, the overall leader took advantage of that, coming out to 9. So 2nd and 1st are battling for the next positions. Downwind, we have a battle up here. The winner is going to be Devin. But who will take second? Will it be Miran? Will it be Elena? No, they're not falling to second place. They are so focused on each other. Kasiaka against Elena. They are going to battle each other right now. It looks like Kasiaka is in a good position. Let's see the other Kasiaka. Yalin Kasiaka 5th, 12.3, 11.3 are in stronger wind, coming in with speed. And again, we are seeing this battle here for coming down here. And then we have one guy writing in the chat. Is that Kasiaka? The Kasiaka we know in the final? No, this is the Optimist. U15, so they are under 15 years old. So these two Kasiakas we have here, they are just showing their skills like the real Kasiaka, the top sailor we have from the Turkish league. The Vin coming in first. We're just seeing here, we're just trying to get an overview. Miran coming in second. Yalin Kasiaka. Here is winning momentum. Penalty to Elena. That's costly. Kasiaka versus Kasiaka. It's Ugur Kasiaka taking third. Yalin Kasiaka winning fourth. And then we can see here Burak in 6, Sem in 8. Demir coming in. T. Iranem Sen dropping to 11. The overall leader. Han taking 10 up. And Sem he has already crossed. And let's see Helen coming in. And Denise coming in last. And I'm just getting a fantastic info from our great Turkish friends that Kasiaka, that's actually a town in Izmir city. So thank you for that. So both of them are coming from the same town, Ugur and Yalin, and they're really battling it out. So the Vin with a victory, Miran in second, Ugur third, Yalin fourth, Elena in fifth, Burak 6, Sem in 7, and that's good news for this overall second place. Demir 8, Han 9, the overall leader 10th, Saab in 11, Erkan, Ugur Erkan in 12, Tour 1905, 13, Sensar 14, Yusei in 15, Helen in 16, Denise in 17, and Dogpass, he is just the organizer, but we had one boat losing connection. Great start by Tour 1905, but actually it's quite cool not to see the overall leaders at the scoreboard at all, because the Vin, he won in that upwind race. See that he had a very average start, starting in 6th, winning upwind, getting into 2nd, and then he won it. And in the next the downwind race, we saw he went into a harder breeze, taking over the lead from Ugur, who dropped actually down to 3rd. So a very costly mistake. Can be very costly in this race. And let's go in and see the overall score here. We can see it's coming up. That's giving a very, very open race. See the overall leader with 11 points now. Second place, Sim with 12 points. Miran, 16 points. That's a good second place. He's getting there. Burak, 17 points. Yalin coming up with 18 points. Engin, 18 points. Devin with that victory, getting up in 19 points. So everybody can win this race. Great race, great experience. We love to see what we are seeing at the moment. And we are getting ready for the second race. The second race in this final, out of 3 races back to back. No discards at all. Top 10 will then go into a middle race that counts double. And we are already ready with the second race. It's coming up. The race officers are coming in here. And that we go in here, coming in here. Dog Boss, the organizer, he's ready, writing us that we can get ready to the race. So let's get ready to race number 2. Race number 2 coming up here. We have the overall leader right now. He's under pressure. He's here, Tieran. Then we have Sem. He is second place. But we just had some really good race here. The Vin coming in here. Great stuff by him. And we're not doing the math in second race, but after this race, we will do some math, because then it's all about being in top 10. And who will be in top 10 today? We actually don't know, because it's a very, very open regatta we are seeing at the moment. They are really top performing. Great stuff by the youngsters. Great races by the Optimist sailors under 15 years old. And this is going to, we can see the last sailors coming in now. So the race officers are getting ready to start the race in a few sec. And if there should be any questions, or if you're cheering on anybody here, please write in the chat. And the chat is going very, very well for Devin, saying, great job, Devin, great job. That's very, very good races. And the leader, the winner of the last race, let's see what he's doing. He's here right now, placing himself at the starting line. It's a little bit early, but it's also a good position. You can see here, he's at the pin end. He's the only boat. Most of the other boats still battling at the committee boat, getting ready maybe to go to the right-hand side. But you need to read that the wind intelligence in the top left corner, because that's telling what's going to happen within the next 10 to 12 seconds. And the last players are coming in now. The race officers are getting ready. And remember, these skippers are sitting all over Turkey. It's 50 sailing clubs coming from the start. 171 sailors was ready. We have 19 sailors left. It's hardcore control by Doc Ops and Havuk, controlling and organizing this race. And it's race number 2 of the grand finale. And after this race, we were going to have race number 3. And from there, top 10 will go into the middle race. J-boat. The J-boat is one of our favorite boats for these spectacular races. And again, to all new viewers, the J-boat has some different stats. It's actually, in real time, it's a keel boat. It's a light boat. You have three sailors on board, sometimes 4 when you're doing your races. And it has some special abilities. It's hitting maximum speed quite fast when it's going downwind, when the spinnaker is up. It takes 3 to 4 seconds, then it hits maximum speed. It has a wind shadow that's 30 meters big, so the sails are quite big on these boats, or actually throwing a huge wind shadow. Upwind, it sails around 6 knots, and if you're going to win this boat, you're going to win it downwind. That's where you win and lose it. 35 seconds to the start. It's race number 2 of the final. Let's get ready to it. And there we see they're positioning themselves for penalties. It doesn't inflict anything on the skippers. Nothing will happen, but getting a penalty 12 seconds before start can be costly, because a penalty is 11 seconds slowdown. You don't need to do a 360 as in real life, so that's how it's coming down here. 4 seconds to the start, getting ready for it. There we go. We are following Devin, the leader of the last race, in the middle. A penalty to Miran, a false start to Engin. This is the youngsters. This is the Optimist sailors. It's under 15 years old of Turkey. Race number 2 in the grand final. Let's see how it goes. Engin in 18. Not the best start. Then we have Yalin from the city, Kasiyaka. It's not called Kasiyaka, but that's a city, in 17. Then we have Han. He's here in 16. Miran with that false start, coming back in 7. But it's interesting to see we have some skippers going into a harder breeze here on the right hand side, and that's an interesting call by Yalin. Can he keep the pressure? See, the dark area of the radar is a hard breeze, the light area is a lighter breeze, and sailing the shortest distance is all about reading that wind intelligence. And as Havuk, he will say, hey, I'm not always using the wind socks up there. I'm using the colors on the radar and the colors in front of me. That's the best way to navigate. Oh, it looks like massive loss of connection. Only 11 players back. It looks like a lot of our players lost connection and they're losing it time by time. Only 10 players back in this race. Is this a re-race? We will get the confirmation from the race officers in a few sec. It looks like 9 players from Turkey lost connection to the game at the same time. That's giving, it's going to be a re-race. The race officers call it re-race. It was such a good start. We will be back with a race in a few sec.
Hansa. Breaking rules, setting trends in quality, comfort and sailing pleasure. The Hansa 418. Optimized performance delivers even more sailing pleasure. Hydrodynamically optimized and with a waterline of 11.4 meters, the Judel Vrolik construction makes its way elegantly through the water. The high-quality Elvstrom sails, with a sail area of 87 square meters, leverage even little wind to guarantee perfect propulsion. The Hansa self-tacking jib makes maneuvering effortless and ensures one-handed ease of use. For extra sailing pleasure, the 120 square meter Jenica brings out the best of the yacht's speed potential. All of the sheets and halyards have been moved astern, are safely stored and always accessible to the helmsman. Should more space be needed at the control station, the helmsman seats can be easily folded. The elegant interior provides even more comfort. Large glass windows and hatches, as well as skylights at the companionway, guarantee excellent ventilation and maximum daylight below deck. In the evening, the dimmable lighting system creates the perfect atmospheric ambience. The room concept guarantees spaciousness in all dimensions. It is complemented by a clean, modern style as well as trendy woods and coloured finishes, lending the Hansa 418 a comfortable atmosphere normally only known from home. The extra spacious master cabin at the bow features a large modern designer bathroom and a host of storage spaces. The cabins at the aft lure guests and provide an exceptional freedom of movement. An ingenious refrigerator developed specially by Hansa can be opened from above while sailing or comfortably from the front when in the harbour. The Hansa 418 ensures at-sea experiences on a grand scale. The spacious bathing platform, which is equipped with high-quality teak, like the deck, enables comfortable access to the water via the deep bathing ladder. Thanks to its streamlined build and large, puristic cockpit, the yacht is an impressive design statement. The elegant combination of comfort and pleasure. The Hansa 418.
And welcome back. Sometimes it happens when we are online playing games, then people are losing connection. We just had 9 players in the same race losing connection. They're sitting all over Turkey playing the same game on different devices. That's the cool thing about Virtual Regatta Inshore. You can play it on your laptop, your desktop, your mobile phone and your tablet. But 9 players losing the connection at the same time. Then the race officer called re-race. And that's good news because that's giving 9 players a new hope to go into top 10 and not going out of the race. Let's get ready. They are ready in race number 2. Let's watch how the players are joining in. And there we go. We're getting ready for race number 2. They're coming in here and the race officers are just communicating with the players. And I know in Turkey, there's a lot of tools we can use to communicate together. Discord, WhatsApp, Skype. But sometimes in Turkey, the race officers need to call by their phones to the other players to communicate with them to get in. And there are different internet connections around the world, different 4G levels also in the mast. And that's how it is. So a good call by the race officer to re-race this race. That's giving the overall leader a new chance to have a good stall. And while we're waiting, let's go in and see the score. And there we have it here. Tiera Emsen, he's in the lead with 11 points. Sem, he's 12 points. Then we have Miran, who had a very bad start in the last race. He has 16 points. Burak, 17 points. Two boats, one Yarlin and Igin, also a very bad start in the last race. 18 points. Devin, the winner of the first race in the final, in 7 at the moment. Ugur coming in with 19 points also. Demir, Han, and rest of them are actually outside of top 10. But remember, 2 races back until they will go into a middle race. The race officers are saying that the skippers are joining in right now. They're getting ready for it. So let's just get ready for the start signal to go off. Should there be any questions, anything, please write up there. Please like and share. Please tag these fantastic players we have here. They're all under 15 years old. They are from Turkey. They are racing Optimist. And right now I'm just getting that we're missing 2. They have some connection issues, but that's how it is when you're sitting different places around the world. But when the 2 are in, the race officers will start the race. And we'll go in the race and get ready for the second race of the final. And this is the second race of the final. And it looks like one of the boats we were missing was the overall second place Sem. And he is really warm. He wants to win it. He wants to be the first champion of the Optimist sailors under 15 years old. And one thing I like about this organization, like this event, is speaking with Havuk Khan Mansuka, the organizer from E-Sailing Club. That's the Turkish e-sailing community. That's esailing.club if you want to find it on the internet. Let me just write into the chat to you guys. He told me that this is a good collaboration in between clubs in Turkey. 50 clubs in total going in and doing this great job. Here we go. Start sequence is on. So let's see who we have with us. This is Han. This is Miran. This is Saab. And then sometimes there's a glitch in the game. We just joined in. And that means we'll be back in the race in a few sec again. Don't worry, we won't miss the start because we are pretty fast of what we're doing here. We know a lot about e-sailing. And there we go. And let's 30 seconds to start, 34 seconds. This is the overall leader, Tiran, but will he be the overall leader after this race? Right now it looks like some of the boats they're all clustering up at the committee boat again. But is that a good decision? The wind is coming from the right-hand side. There's a lot of room in the pin end. 3 boats try to sneak to the pin end. And right now it looks like one of the boats, the red one over there, is finding some room. That's sensor. 5 seconds. One boat is going to have a slow start. Will he go to the right-hand side straight away around the committee boat? Oh, and he does. One false start to Elena. Overall second place, false start. They win the winner of last race with a false start. That's giving them a very bad start. But this time, Miran, he got a fantastic start and not a false start. So he's starting in the leading position in race number 2 of this grand final. 3 races is going to be raced, and then a top 10 will go into the middle race. The winner can call him the champion of champions of the U15 in this race. Miran coming in. Tiran Emsen, he's in 3rd. We have Borak in 4th, but see here, Ugur again going to the right-hand side all by himself, but this time it might be costly. See, he's going into lighter wind. Interesting call. Let's see what happens when he crosses in. We'll keep an eye on this yellow boat, see if that is a good decision. Opposite, Miran is losing the lead to the overall leader. See the overall leader coming in here, but he might also lose it. No, they're all losing connection again. What's happening? It looks like we have a huge internet issue in Turkey. 8 players just lost the connection again in this race. Is it their tablets? Is it their internet? Or is it the connection they're playing on? Let's see what the race officer said to that. Right now we're waiting for the call for the race officer. The racers are still racing here. We have Ugur, we have Yarlin, we have 714 coming in. They are going up to the top mark. Engin coming in first. Hilin in third. Huge Winship coming in. Burak also. Denise coming in. Penalty to Burak. And right now, the race officers are calling a new re-race. Sorry to all of you out there, but it is the final and they want it to be fair. And when more than 30% are losing their connection, it is a re-race. We will be back in a few seconds. And welcome back to the third time race number 2 is coming up. And it looks like some of the players had some connection issues out there. And it looks like it's the mobile players at the moment having some issues. And that's sadly how it is. And we are interested in what happens if it happens again third time, if the race officers called it and say, that's sad news for the mobile players, but let's see how it goes. We are ready. Race number 2, 29 seconds to the start. This is very important. Let's see if the youngsters can keep their nerves calm because of 2 re-races. We just seen the false start for one of the top sailors in the first race, then a false start for the other top sailors in the second race, and now we are in the third rerun of race number 2. Will they all have a clean start? 3 seconds to start. There we go. So a slow start penalty to Engen. No, Engen, one of the top sailors. Healing also. Who's the false start? That's Uguana Khan needs to go back. It's almost done for him. But see who's in the lead. Battling out. Almost getting a penalty. It is Devin coming in. This is his turn now to shine. Han in the lead. That's good news for Han because he had some really troubling races in the 2 last one, but now he is in the top. Sem back in the lead together with TMs, and so the two leading boats, number 1 and number 2, are also in the battle. But they're going to the left-hand side, opposite side. We have a Yarlin, we have 219. Will they win it by going to the right-hand side? Right now it looks like they're sailing into a harder breeze where the leaders are sailing into lighter wind. Let's see how this will unfold. Right now, let's go down to the red boat here. Yarlin coming in. Denise coming in. It's Sensa coming in. So, let's say, Yarlin, huge tack behind. Instead of going along with 219.05. Denise, also a lot tack behind. Bears away and go behind and survive. This is how it goes. This is 219.05 in 11. But let's see if this red boat might go up and take the lead. See what happened with the wind shift up there. The wind is coming from the right hand side. He is in a harder breeze, so the wind is in his favor. Coming up here, does he have any opponents? He has 2 on the outside, but they're too long away. So this might be the leader, 219.05, the leader of the first mark rounding. Then we have Saab coming in here, the 2 overall leaders. See, they will be caught behind already. Sensor going in front of them. Sem and Tiram, Sem pressing Tiram straight away. And they need to do 2 extra attacks now, pressing Saab. And that will drop them down. See, they might be all the way behind the whole fleet. That would be very costly for the overall leaders, but very good for the race, opening up so everybody still can win it. 219.05, as I said, he is in the lead. He's going to win this rounding. Great stuff, great race by him. Really, really coming up here. And then we have... there we have Denise in second, Yarlin third. Great races. Sensa, Ugur with a penalty, another penalty. That's to the 2 leaders. Sailed in and got that penalty, and that will be costly for them. There we have Ukanan, then we have Han dropping to last, Miran coming, Elena, a hot one, getting a penalty, dropping to last. So all the leaders are behind top 10. That's giving some good new points. This 219.05 way ahead, almost 100 meter. Sensor, Denise, then we have Yusei, Engine, Demir, opposite side, Yarlin coming in here, taking second. Interesting, you see Sensor almost 1.3 knots faster, 2 knots faster than Yarlin. He's in a much harder wind, Better Breeze speeding up, taking meters on that second place. And now he takes over second place. Great race. Great reading the wind intelligence. And that's actually quite interesting because see here, same player doing it. Ugur Ayakan coming in, and he's crossing in with so much speed. See, the other boats needs to follow in. Penalty to Helen. And the overall leaders, they're caught here in 17. Sim, he is actually doing a great job in 7. So we might have a new overall leader after this race. Mark rounding coming in, the gate mark. See, the leader, he's way ahead. But rest of the fleet coming in. 2 penalties, handing out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 penalties in total for one mark rounding. That is splitting the fleet up to 3 parts already. So, what will happen? Who will get the points? Right now, Yarlin doing a great job here. We have the leader, 2:19.05. Sensor falling in third to the right-hand side. Nobody can touch the leader. It looks like that Yarlin is getting closer and closer to the leader, but the leader will win this race. But there's an open spot for second. Yarlin, Sensor. Then we have Denise in 5th. But it's a very interesting battle here in the middle. Oh, Miran with a penalty for all those points. And right now it looks like Sim is winning. He's currently in 5th. And can he keep that one? He will take the overall leader. So that's how it's going to be. This is how they're coming up. Yarlin coming up, 2:19.05. Engin in 4th. Sem coming here. Sensor. It looks like Sensor might losing his position. Doing some wrong strategy. Going to the right-hand side in lighter wind. Let's see how much he was losing. He was in 3rd. But will he drop down? Maybe to 6 and 7. No, what happened? We have lost the overall. No. The overall leader lost everything upwind. I called him a winner, but somehow he lost his upwind. Yarlin taking over that lead. Yarlin, impressive, capturing 80 meters in an upwind race. Something must has happened that we didn't see for Tour 1905. Engin coming in 3rd. Sem coming in 4th. Penalty to Engin. Sem taking over 3rd. So there we go. Sensor coming in. Helen coming in. Demir, Ugur, penalty. Saab coming in. The overall leader is now in 8. That's also good, but see Sim sneaking away. But it's an interesting battle for that victory up here. Let's see. Tour 13.6. Yarlin, much more win. 14.4. Tour 19.05. Doing strategic mistake. So he is losing momentum. 1 knot slower is killing your speed. So right now all the boats going to this right hand side. Sim under attack by Engin. They are winning momentum. Interesting battles we have here. Demir, let's try to follow Demir, the green boat here. He's in a battle. Penalty made by T-Iran Emsen. He is the overall leader. He's currently in 5th, only losing 2 points as it looks like now to Sim. Engin coming in. Sim needs to go out of that win shadow, but the wind has shifted. That's giving Sensor good speed up there in the lead. It's Yarlin. No, Yarlin is winning it. It's Tour taking 2nd, so close to each other. But see this battle for 3rd and 4th. What is happening in this league here? Sensor taking over of 3rd place. Great downwind race by him. This couldn't be closer. The wind is making its move. And again taking 4th. Helen taking 5. Sim taking 6. Then Miran speeding up 7. T-Emsen in 8, losing that many points to the 2nd place. Han coming in, Demir coming in. Then we have Burak, we have Ie, we have Ugur, and then Devin with that good start coming in last. But Jarlin winning it 2:19.05. 1 second behind. Sensor in third, Engin in fourth, Helen in fifth, Sim in sixth, Miran in seventh, Tieran Emsen in eighth, Han in ninth, Ursay in 10th, Denise coming in Demira. But what's very interesting here is not the stats, but see how they're switching position in this final. This top level, Jarlin winning it downwind. He actually won it upwind. See, he's coming from third, winning it to first, losing an upwind race in a J-boat, losing 80 meters. And we didn't see what happened. Just a very good upwind race by Jarlin, but so close of losing it downwind to 2:19.05, only winning with 1 second. And then we see a player like Sensor getting a penalty at that top mark, but the downwind attack he just did won that third position. And Sim coming from third to sixth, a penalty and a wrong decision, losing him 3 points, 3 important points in the battle for the victory. And when we're going in to see the scoreboard here, let's just see here. Then you can see here, Sim. He's the new overall leader with 18 points. But everything just opened up. Tieran Epson 19 points. Jarlin in 19 points. Engin 22 points. Miran 23 points. But we need to watch one thing. It's top 10 going into the middle race after next race. And right now we have we have from position 7 to position 13. All of them can be in top 10 after this next race. Great stuff coming up. Great stuff. We love it when it's this exciting. And we can't call a winner, but if Tieran Emsen or Sim or Jarlin is doing a big mistake in this next race, it might be game over before the middle race. Great stuff. And I have to say, these Optimist sailors, these U15 sailors, wow. What an excitement, what a strategy, what a game. And it's so damn close. It's so damn close that for them and they have so many nerves and they're so young that everybody can still win this race. We can't even call a winner or second or third place. Sometimes in the top races we can call a winner before the middle race, but we can't today. And remember, top 10 will go into a middle race and will get double points in that last race. And who will top 10 be? We will see in this race number 3. Race number 3 coming up. This is the grand final of the Optimist sailors. They've been doing 7 races right now. And Utman F, the real Kasiyaka, the top sailor Kasiyaka is with us in the chat. He's winning some of the really great races online. He's saying, great job by the mini or the little Kasiyakas. And there are actually 2. There's Gur Kasiyaka and we also have another one, Jarlin Kasiyaka, who's placed in the best position. 5 seconds to start. 2 penalties. Right now, one of the Kasiyakas got a penalty. No false start this time. It's a clean start, but we have some penalties. But right now, penalty there by Helen by sailing in front of another boat. Again, a interesting split in the fleet. Demir with the best start. Ugurayakan going to the right-hand side, following Istanbul there. But Elina in 12. Where are the overall leaders? Tieran Emsen in 3rd. Sim caught in middle in 8. Denis, Devin is in a hard trouble down here. Interesting what's happening here. Right now it's hard to call who is in the lead, who is winning this, but they're going upwind. Right now it looks like the left-hand side is the favorite side to be in. I think the wind will shift in favor of them. There's the hardest breeze in the middle, but right now there's a wind shift coming in. Let's go down to the wind. He's in a good position, and if the winds shift just a little bit more, he might sail the shortest distance towards that top mark. The wind in second, Demir in the lead. Demir, he's actually in a good position. Now we have to cross that sensor coming in. Penalty to Engen. Uguakan dropping that penalty. Elena coming in. Let's see, TRMs. He needs to tack away not to get a penalty. Sem caught in behind. Tacking behind Han. Going behind Elena and Sensor. Let's see, can Demir go in front of the other boats? It's going to be a close call. Crosses coming in. Just managed to go in front. Great races. He might keep that position, might keep that lead. But Jelin Kasiyaka doing a great race in the last race. He's currently in 12th. Remember, this is race number 3. This is the last race before the medal race. When we're coming into that medal race, we will find a winner after that worst, but it's top 10. Only 10 of these fantastic 19 skippers will be in the next race. This is leg number 1. They're going up towards that top mark. And right now, Denise coming in here. He is in 7th at the moment. Great stuff. Great stuff. It's going to be a close Iev with a penalty sailing into Burak. They're rounding the top mark for the first time. It looks like 4 boats is coming in at the same time. The first battle is before. Nice closing. Demir closing down. The win with a penalty sailing into the others. The second place, Tiran, is just there. Sensor in second. Penalty to Denise for being sailed down. Rounding the mark. Coming in here. Double penalty. Sim with a penalty. Oh, one boat went upwind and got penalized. That's the win. See, so much speed lost there. Dropping to 11. More penalties. Jarlin with a penalty. Jarlin Kasiyaka dropping to 9. And a penalty to the blue boat in there. That is Elena. So battle downwind has begun. They are very close to each other. It's a light breeze. See how slow they are this time. 19.5, 8.1. But Demir, he's gone. He's goodbye from the others. 11.1. See, speeding up, taking meters. Opposite side, very light wind. Tira and Emsen battling Sensor. Sensor 7.8. That's giving Uguak Erkan a great speed. He's currently in 4th. Will he be able to go in and take 2nd? Sem, he is in 5th. He's in the middle. He's going to battle this guy we're seeing up here. Tier and Emsen currently in 2nd. They are going switch position. But right now, it's Demir taking the lead. And will he also take the win? Let's see. He's all by himself coming to the gate mark. Choosing to take the gate closest to us. That's a good choice. Rounding it. No penalties, no unforced penalties. Straight away, tacking to the right-hand side. Tier and Emsen coming in here. Sensor is just following him. They're going to the opposite side. Interesting call. Will that be a winner side? Burak coming in very slow. No win. Sem coming in 5th. Han coming in 7th. And Ukur Erkan coming in. And we can say already now, if this just doing an upwind race, if you're not seeing like Jarlin did in the last upwind race, seeing this fantastic comeback, then Demir is actually closing down this race. A lot of penalties in that mark rounding, a lot of boats very close to each other. But interesting to see that Burak is taking over right now 3rd position in front of Sensor. But it's going to be a close call. Sensor coming from starport. No, he's tacking up because he wants to control Han. He thinks Han is his biggest opponent here right now, but I have to say it might be Sem or Burak. Tier and Emsen wants that 2nd place. He wants all the best points he can get into that middle race. And with those 2 points, he might be the overall leader. But it's Demir winning this race right now. And he's doing such a great job, 70 meters in front of the others. So that's worthy of giants at the moment. Sensa in third. Burak in fourth. Uguayakan in eighth. Han, he's in fifth. Tieren Emsen, he is in second. Demir in the lead. Burak coming in front of Sensa. Sensa lost momentum in that upwind. Evis here coming in sixth. Will he get in front of Sem? Sem losing momentum. He is the overall leader at the moment. He's currently in seventh. It's a very costly race for him. 7 points on the account before going into a middle race. This also just showed that everything can happen in this regatta. Everybody can win it, but only 10 of these 19 fantastic skippers under 15 from the Optimist boat in Turkey will go into the final. There we go, rounding it here. Demir coming first, great stuff. Then we have Tieren Emsen in second, Burak in third, Sensa in fourth, Han coming in fifth, Ugur Erkan in sixth, Sim dropping to seven. He needs to win 2 positions or else he will have a bad position going into that middle race. Penalty to E on force, hitting the mark, giving Devin a chance to come back to a 19.05, also ready to take some points. Elena and Denise coming in here. Penalty to Helin behind, and Yarlin Kasiyaka, one of the top skippers right now in 16. That's going to be a very costly race for him, this one. So there we see Uguayakan in 6th, throwing dirty air on Han. It's a victory to Demir. See how the green boat just races towards that finish line all by himself. Then we have Tiran battling Burak for that second place. And right now it's going to be a very close call. Let's see here. 13.9, 13.3 is caught in windchild by Sensa. That's good news for Tiran because see, he's taking over second. He will take that second place, sneaks in and take 2 points. Great stuff. And Burak still under pressure and attack. Sensa coming with speed, but is it too late? See, coming with speed, almost 3 knots. See that speed difference, but he jibes away. Takes third. Sensa gets fourth. Then going down the fleet, Han, he will take fifth. No, will he take fifth? Sen getting sixth, winning one of the 2 positions I said he needs to take. Uguayakan coming in second, Devin in 8. But will he be in 8? See, boats coming in with speed. E coming in, taking 9th there. Great stuff, great call. And then we have the Kasiyakas in 15 and 18. So getting a little bit cheer by the real Kasiyaka has been costly. They dropped down and took almost maximum point in this race. So unlucky by the 2 skippers. Demir with a victory. Tieren Emsen in second. Burak in third. Sensa in fourth. Han coming in fifth. Sem coming in sixth. Ugur Erkan in seventh. Devin 8. Ian 9. 219.05 10. Denise 11. 11th. Elena in 12, Engin 13, Helin 14, Yarlin Kasiyaka 15, Yusei in 16, Saab in 17, and Ugur Kasiyaka in 18 position. So unlucky, and we can see here a lot of penalties to the last position. And Sensa actually had the best start and maximum speed, but still getting fourth, losing those battles in the downwind race. And we are going into the overall scoreboard. It's not ready yet, but we will see who will be in top 10, who will join us into the medal race. And before that, let's say thank you to one of the sponsors sponsoring this fantastic event.
Hansa. Breaking rules, setting trends in quality, comfort and sailing pleasure. The Hansa 418. Optimized performance delivers even more sailing pleasure. Hydrodynamically optimized and with a waterline of 11.4 meters, the Judel Frolic construction makes its way elegantly through the water. The high-quality Eldstrom sails, with a sail area of 87 square meters, leverage even little wind to guarantee perfect propulsion. The Hansa self-tacking jib makes maneuvering effortless and ensures one-handed ease of use. For extra sailing pleasure, the 120 square meter Jenica brings out the best of the yacht's speed potential. All of the sheets and halyards have been moved astern, are safely stored and always accessible to the helmsman. Should more space be needed at the control station, the helmsman seats can be easily folded. The elegant interior provides even more comfort. Large glass windows and hatches, as well as skylights at the companionway, guarantee excellent ventilation and maximum daylight below deck. In the evening, the dimmable lighting system creates the perfect atmospheric ambience. The room concept guarantees spaciousness in all dimensions. It is complemented by a clean, modern style as well as trendy woods and coloured finishes, lending the Hansa 418 a comfortable atmosphere normally only known from home. The extra spacious master cabin at the bow features a large modern designer bathroom and a host of storage spaces. The cabins at the aft lure guests and provide an exceptional freedom of movement. An ingenious refrigerator developed specially by Hansa can be opened from above while sailing or comfortably from the front when in the harbour. The Hansa 418 ensures at-sea experiences on a grand scale. The spacious bathing platform, which is equipped with high-quality teak, like the deck, enables comfortable access to the water via the deep bathing ladder. Thanks to its streamlined build and large, puristic cockpit, the yacht is an impressive design statement. The elegant combination of comfort and pleasure. The Hansa 418.
And welcome back into race. We are ready for the middle race, but before that, let's go in and see the scoreboard. Let's see how everything goes right now. We have 10 skippers going into the middle race. Let's watch it here. And when we are watching this one, we can see here top 11 is T-Era Nemsen. He's in the lead. Sem is in second. Burak, he's in third with 26 points. Miran, he's with 28 points. Demir with that victory is giving him 34 points. Jarlin 31 points. Sinsa 35 points. Ekin 35 points. Devin 36 points. Han getting 38 points. That means two over that 10 position dropped outside of top 10 and getting 11. So top 10 is getting ready for the next race, and we are getting ready for them in the final. And the final is going to be a match race, a middle race actually, not a match race, a middle race where the points count double. And these double points are very costly if you're doing a wrong mistake. But let's see how it's going. The players are getting ready for it. The youngsters, they are under 15 years old, are getting ready for their race. And here we are with Dog Bars, the organizer, in here. 10 skippers are ready. It is the middle race, counting doubles, so a loss will get 20 points. A victory will get 2 points. Who will crown himself as a champion? So let's see how it's going. This is how we're going to do. And where they're coming in, they are getting ready for it. This is Han. He qualified in position 10. Engin, Demir, Sinsa, Burak, Jarlin, Tieran, the overall leader at the moment. This is Sim. And we are missing some few players before we're ready. I know they are communicating with them on WhatsApp to get them in. That is the tool they're using today because they're sitting all around Turkey doing their great races. And we are getting ready for it. This is the medal race. This is what they have been fighting for 3 days. These are youngsters, these are Optimist sailors for 50 clubs came from the start. 15 Turkish clubs and 171 of them were here from the start. There's only 10 players left. The medal race coming up. This is what they have been fighting for. They have been fighting for being the leader. They have been fighting for getting into this fantastic final. Who will be crowned the first victor of this U50 Optimist sailor? This final. Who will be the winner? And let's see how it will go. They are coming in. Oh, we're just waiting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are missing one player. He's joining in there. Last player was the wind coming in. So the race is ready to start. Will it be Sim? Will it be Tiran? Let's just watch the stats here. When we're watching in here, 21 points for the leader, 24 points for second, 26 points for third, 28 points for fourth. Then we have 34, 34, 35, 35, 36, and 38. So, top 4, all of them can go in and win. Tiran, Sem, Burak, and Miran. Who will be the leader? Who will be the crowned champion? Who will take it? Right now we are counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are all in there. So let's say and see who is winning it. Right now they're clustering up at the committee boat. Some small psychological war against each other. Medal race coming up. It's not 12 skippers. There are some in there as spectators. But see here. This is Han. This is Engin. This is Demir. Sensar, Burak, Yarlin, Tiran, Sem, Miran, and Divine. Whoosh. He's in a good position right now. 15 seconds to start. Maybe a little bit too early to show what you want to do going to that pin end. The starting line is getting smaller because there's less players, less racer in it. So now there's not much room to sneak away, but it's all about making that good start. And it looks like some of the players are losing connection. What is the race officers calling? 7 players in there, 3 players lost connection before start. But right now it looks like the medal race is on. And those 3 players, 4 players losing it. So I think we were going to have a re-race. 4 players out of the final. Re-race is called. So we will go out and get ready for it. And it's pretty hard for the youngsters sitting on their mobile phones, on their 4G net. They're having some issues with the connection. So that's why we're taking a re-race here. And we're just getting ready for it straight away. It is a medal race. So we are coming in. We will see who will win this fantastic race. This fantastic regatta. I'm all amazed about 50 clubs, sailing clubs around Turkey has come together making this regatta together with E-Sailing Club, that Turkish organizers of E-Sailing, Havuk and Dog Bars doing this. And it's amazing to see the level of it also. The medal race is coming up. Let's go in and get ready for it. Let's see all the 10 players coming in. And let's cross the fingers that the mobile players are not losing their connection again. And there we have Dog Bars in the picture. He has created the server. We are getting ready for the players also to join in. And they're communicating with them there. The Vin, the Mirror, is coming in. So 8 players more, 6 players left, 5 players left. One by one, they're joining this race. 4 players. And it's going to be a quick start when all players are in there. I know the race officers will press start straight away. 4 players still missing in this middle race. 4 players can also win this regatta, and just to go in and watch that again. So let's see here. It's Tyria Imsen, it's Sem, it's Burak, it's Miran. All those 4 are in the favor to win it, but remember our last position is giving 20 points. And a victory is getting 2 points. That's why I can already do the math and say Han, Devin, Engine and Sensa, they will not be able to win it. Demir and Yarlin, they really needs to be lucky with all the results to be in the victory position. So 4 skippers are battling for it. It's Miran, it's Burak, it's Sem, and it's Tyria Imsen. Race coming up. It's almost in there. We're just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're still missing 1 player to join in the race. And we know as soon as that 1 player is in, the race officers will start it. It is because this game is played on different devices. It's played on a mobile phone, tablet, laptop, desktop. And right now we see in Turkey that the mobile players are having some issues with the connection. And this is also why we just have a little bit delay on the final, because we are missing 1 player and we had to re-race it because the mobile players lost it. There we go, there we go. The medal race is coming up. We are still missing 1 player, and the race officers is contacting me at the moment. I know they are working on the high pressure to come in and take it. It is the honor, they're battling for the honor to be the first one to call themselves champions here. They are calling themselves champions of the Optimist U15 champions. Great stuff. I'm really impressed here to see all these youngsters doing this great race. And we have been seeing some really hardcore races, some really high level also, with great wins, great comebacks, and a lot of cool stuff coming in there. The race officer is saying we are still waiting for 1 last player. He's having issues joining the game because of his connection in his home country, home city. But don't worry, the race officers will wait for him because it is a U50 race. It's more unlucky if it's part of the World Championship or CLDP Grand Finals. And then if you lose your connection, it can be costly. We are still waiting for that 1 last player, and I know the race officers are getting ready for him to join, and he will come in a few seconds. Let's just have it here. We're still waiting, and let's focus on 1 of the players. This is Demir. Had a very good race in the last race, but he's a little bit out of the battle. The battle is between Tyria and Imsen. He's this white boat. It's Sim. He has this rose with him. Then we have the one player that's not in the battle for the victory, but can surprise and go in top 3. That is Han. And then we have Miran here. Oh, where is he? He has a chance to take the victory. When we have him here, yes. The blue boat with the 2 oars on is coming in. Race officers are saying we are still waiting for getting connection to the last player. He is having some huge issues joining the game. So while we're just waiting, instead of siding here, yeah, connection problems often happens in the middle race. But here we have some youngsters. They are not used to all this technology sometimes. And when they have these connection problems, they might lose it. Coming up here, getting ready for it. This is the middle race. 1 player missing out. Who will take it? 4 players in there. 4 players in there. Let's see how it's coming in. 4 players can win it. Tyria and Imsen. Sim, they have been battling all day to have the victory. Miran is joining in that battle also. And Then, as I remember, it's Demir. Let's watch it again. It's Burak. It's actually one of the leaders we are missing. It's Burak we are missing in that battle up there. He is the one we are waiting for. So there he joins in, Burak. We just need to say his name 3 times and poof, suddenly he's in the race. Race officers starting the race, getting in there. Oh, see how many spectators in there. This is maybe why some of them are having some disconnection issues. But let's see here. Getting ready, 1 minute to the start. And there we all joined in because of the spectator mode. And that's what's happening when we're waiting for it. We're joining into that medal race. This is now or never. We're going to crown the winner of this regatta, the winner of the Optimist U15 Championship. They have been playing for 3 days. It is 171 skippers from the start. 10 skippers are back in the medal race. 4 of them can win it. Getting ready, 20 seconds to start. It's now or never to do the tactics. Right now the wind is coming from the right hand side, but going to the right hand side, the wind is actually shifting opposite. So what will the wind do in 12 seconds? 4 seconds coming in. Penalty to Miran. That can be costly. Penalty to Yarlin. False start to Yarlin also. That is such a hard fate to get in this medal race. See, they're starting in 10, 16 meters behind already. He needs to battle his way back. Sensor in the lead. We have Burak getting that second. Sem in third. But see there, Tyr and Emsen, the overall leader, currently in 9th. This is one open battle for this championship. Who will be crowned the first winner in the U50 challenge? This championship, sponsored by MarinTürk and Hansa Yachts. Wow, exciting stuff coming up. Exciting stuff. Right now we are following Sensor. He's currently in the lead. He's coming up towards the right hand side through the middle. But he's a little bit under pressure because right beside him in second it's Sem. He's currently the leader, the overall leader. If he keeps that second place, he will be the leader. But it's not sure. Han beside him. Burak also very close. That is currently the 3rd place overall. And he wants to do everything he can to penalize Sem or win over Sem. Going to the right hand side, we have Demir and we have Engin also going over there. And let's say following it from Engin's view, he's crossing in, see that just in front of Demir. Then we have Han. He is going behind. There's a wind shift also. Han, he needs to do something. In trouble. Tax behind. Engin coming in. Is Sem also in trouble? He doesn't take any chances. Tack straight away to the left-hand side. Sensor coming in here. Burak coming in 5th. It's Burak who's going to be the big loser upwind. See, he will be caught by these 2 boats, dropping down to 8th position. But the overall leader, Tyr and Emsen, in 9th position. What a development of this race. It's not over yet. All is open. Everybody can win. But right now, it looks good for Sem. Sem is currently in 2nd. And he might be in the lead coming up to the mark. Tacking away from the battle with Sensor. And he will come in from a starport. And that starport is very important because Sensor will come on the inside and needs to go away. But he's under trouble here. Engin coming in with speed. Sem and Engin is side by side. See how close they are. And there, Sensor coming up. He's taking the penalty. Whoa, no penalty. So close. Nice turning. That's going to be a battle downwind. Sem in the lead. Sensor in 3rd. Han in 4th. Engin in 2nd. Burak in 5th. This is opening up top 3 totally. But it's Sem in the lead. And right now, he is the winner of this regatta if he can keep that position. No, what happened there? Sensor, no! Press best VMG button. Too early. Going back and forth. So unlucky. One thing you need to know when you're playing this game, if you have the spinnaker up and you press the best VMG in the wrong angle at that mark, your boat will go the opposite way. We just saw that. Sem in the lead. Burak takes over second because opposite side, Indian coming in. It's all about wind speed now. 12.9, 12.9. 13.2, Han losing momentum in the middle, 11.4. Demir under pressure by Tieran Emsen. Tieran is in 6th right now. See there, Burak, he's coming in 3rd. He is coming with speed. Maybe he can go up and take that 2nd place in this final. It's all about now the mark rounding. We're getting ready for the 2nd leg upwind. Sem in the lead. He looks like a winner. If he continue doing this and do no mistake, he will be the overall winner. Indian in 2nd, Burak in 3rd. He's battling for that 2nd position and he might take it. Then Han in 4th. Pressuring Demir and Tieran Emsen behind the others. And that is changing everything. And we can see Miran in 9th. He was battling for that victory and he will not be up there. And that's opening everything for Indian and Han and Burak. Burak is battling for 2nd. Demir and Indian is battling for 3rd. But it looks like Sim is winning this one. This is a very, very good overall level we are seeing here in the U15 final in the Optimist. One thing we need to know about these sailors, they are all under 15 years old. It's the youngsters. And I can say to you that some of the top sailors from Spain are watching it right now and saying, what a level. Here we have Sem in the lead. We have Indian in 2nd. Right now, Han in 3rd. Will they keep that 3rd? We have Tieran Emsen. He's back in 5th. And he's battling for survival and getting a 3rd, maybe a 2nd. But right now, it's Burak candidating for that 2nd position. It's Sem candidating for that victory. But Burak, he needs to get 2nd. If he can pressure himself in front of Indian, then he might get that 2nd position. Demir in 4th, Han in 5th, Han dropping down, Tieran Emsen battling his way up to 6 from 9, Sensor with that best VMG button issue at the top mark, Miran coming in, Yarlin and Devin coming in. Rounding the top mark for the 2nd time. This is the last time they're going to round it. Before going in, let's see this battle. Demir, he might be under trouble. Burak is pushed down in 4th. And when he tacks in, let's see, tack in, then you can pressure Demir and penalize Demir. No, he's not doing that. He's going outside of the ley line, coming in, trying to come in with speed, but is it too late? But he will come from a starport. See, Tieran Emsen, very good upwind race. He might take 3rd, and if he's taking 3rd, he's taking over 2nd position overall. And if he takes 2nd, he's winning the game. So this is all open. Everything's open. Burak losing that 3rd position right now. Demir drops to 3rd. Tieran Emsen in 3rd. Burak in 4th. He's dropped down in position. Could go overall 2nd. Indian in 2nd. But see, Sim in the lead. Very slow wind downwind. 8.5, 8.6. Tieran in 3rd. Burak coming in with speed. Luckily for him, it's a very slow wind downwind. So he has a chance to battle in Tieran Emsen. Demir going away, splitting away. Let's see the speed here. 10.5, 10.3. This is a battle for 2nd place. Will it be Tieran Emsen or will it be Burak? Sim has won this race. Congratulations, winning the U15 championship. But it's a very risky tactics what we are seeing right now. It is the battle for the victory. They are in the middle. 12 knots, 12.8, 13.3, 14.4. Burak coming with speed. He is the right away. He has the priority. The other boats needs to tack, trying dirtier on him. So he does an extra jibe, jibing downwind. We can see the 2 other brave. Demir pressuring Tieran Emsen. If Tieran gets a 4th or a 5th position, and Burak sneaks up. See a battle there. Penalty to Demir. Tieran, he doesn't take any chances. Did the esport thing, but it's a victory for Sem. crossing that finish line. But see that battle for survival. And that battle means we are going maybe to have a new second place overall. Burak coming in third. Engine in second. Burak takes third. And where is he? Where is he? He's pushed down in fifth. He's losing it. Fourth to Han. Fifth to Tyrion Emsen. Demir in sixth. Wow. This is very, very, very close. Who will take overall second and third? Yarlin in seventh. Divine coming in. Miran and Sinner. And let's just take the stats here. Congratulations to Sem. He will be the overall victor of this. Engine in setting, and Burak just winning that third. Well done. Going out of the battle. Han going in, taking the battle. Tyrion Emsen in fifth. Demir in sixth. Yarlin in seventh. Divine in eighth. Sensor in ninth. And Mira in 10th. And actually see how it's switching positions all the time. Upwind at the top mark. Burak lost his position to Tyrion Emsen. Tyrion Emsen lost it downwind to Burak and Han. Han actually battling his way down. Demir also losing his position. And then we see Yarlin battling his way back up in 7. But this is not the interesting part. The interesting part is the scoreboard. This is how it looks like right now. Tyrion Emsen in the overall leader before we're upgrading. Sim in second. Burak 26 points. Miran, he lost this race. Demir coming in. And let's have it. Who will be in top 3 in this U15 championship? In the Optimist in Turkey. Let's see it. And let's scroll down. There we have it. Sem with a victory. 26 points. Winning this regatta. Tyrion Emsen just managed to keep that second with 1 point. 1 point. Getting second. Burak getting third. So close. If he kept that second position he had, then he had got that second place. Engine in fourth. Han winning his fifth. Demir 6. Yarlin 7. Miran getting 8. Divine getting 9. And Sensor getting in 10. What a race. What a finish. What a final. Congratulations to the winners. And I have to say, if I didn't know this was U15 races we were seeing, then I had to say this was almost the same level, and if not higher level than the top players we normally following. Dorkbars, Havuk Kasiyaka, some of the really top players of Turkey. Watch out. The new generation is coming and they're ready to kill. What a final, what a race. This is Thomas Bjørn Lüthi from eSailing TV saying thank you for you all watching this Optimist U15 championship. And one thing we have to remember is to say thank you to the 2 sponsors supporting the youngsters, and also huge congratulations to eSailing.club. That is the Turkish community club in eSailing, for organizing this together with 50 clubs around Turkey. A union of clubs in sailing came together to doing a regatta like that. Congratulations to Havuk, Dorkbars, Kasiyaka and all the rest of the Turkish community. This is the future. This is how it is growing. And remember to say thank you to the sponsors. Let's end up with seeing some of the sponsors. Before that, here, if you want to see more eSailing, you can follow eSailing TV on these channels. Cheers out, stay safe, stay home, and have fun. Good morning, good afternoon to all of you eSailing fans around the world. Welcome to eSailing TV. We are in Marseille. We are at the Sail GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Sail GP will receive their trophy. So that's a hot one. Penalty to Lilo, 14. Most of the boats are in the committee boat, sailing into each other. Massive penalties in this start.
From the start, and remember they're trying to hit that zero. run to save his life. To save his life.
Hansa. Breaking rules, setting trends in quality, comfort and sailing pleasure. The Hansa 418. Optimized performance delivers even more sailing pleasure. Hydrodynamically optimized and with a waterline of 11.4 meters, the Jodel Vrolik construction makes its way elegantly through the water. The high-quality Elvstrom sails, with a sail area of 87 square meters, leverage even little wind to guarantee perfect propulsion. The Hansa self-tacking jib makes maneuvering effortless and ensures one-handed ease of use. For extra sailing pleasure, the 120 square meter Jenica brings out the best of the yacht's speed potential. All of the sheets and halyards have been moved astern, are safely stored and always accessible to the helmsman. Should more space be needed at the control station, the helmsman seats can be easily folded. The elegant interior provides even more comfort. Large glass windows and hatches, as well as skylights at the companionway, guarantee excellent ventilation and maximum daylight below deck. In the evening, the dimmable lighting system creates the perfect atmospheric ambience. The room concept guarantees spaciousness in all dimensions. It is complemented by a clean, modern style as well as trendy woods and coloured finishes, lending the Hansa 418 a comfortable atmosphere normally only known from home. The extra spacious master cabin at the bow features a large modern designer bathroom and a host of storage spaces. The cabins at the aft lure guests and provide an exceptional freedom of movement. An ingenious refrigerator developed specially by Hansa can be opened from above while sailing or comfortably from the front when in the harbour. The Hansa 418 ensures at-sea experiences on a grand scale. The spacious bathing platform, which is equipped with high-quality teak, like the deck, enables comfortable access to the water via the deep bathing ladder. Thanks to its streamlined build and large, puristic cockpit, the yacht is an impressive design statement. The elegant combination of comfort and pleasure. The Hansa 418.